So if your goal is to get lean or if your goal is to get shredded, in this video, I want to share with you why I chose to be lean versus being shredded. And the reason why I specifically want to address this is because a lot of people out there, they're not choosing their own goal or they are not sure what to expect. So they're just simply taking on someone else's goal. And getting shredded and staying shredded these days, it's sort of the popular thing to do. It's something that a lot of people are pushing out there. There's a lot of expectation to get extremely lean and then stay like that. And I want to give you some fresh perspective on that as someone who has been in your position, and I've been somewhere between 10 and 15% body fat over the last 6+ years. So I've really experienced a lot of these ups and downs myself, and I've come to a place where I feel like I can really help you to make the right decision for you and choose the goal that makes sense for you. So without any further ado, let's dive into it. So the first thing we have to address is the difference between getting somewhere versus staying somewhere and the level of input that requires, and also the level of output you're actually getting out of there. Because for me personally, I've done the diet down to 7 or 8% body fat. I've been there, and I do think that if you're someone who's very passionate about fitness, if you really want to push yourself to that level and you want to experience that for a couple of times in your life, I think that's a very awesome goal to have. Definitely comes with a lot of its challenges. It will definitely push you out of your comfort zone and you will grow a lot. But if we're talking about a maintainable body fat percentage, there is sort of a diminishing returns effect as you're getting below 10% body fat or even below 12% body fat, that really the effort level that you have to put in order to actually maintain that 8% body fat, and that's really shredded and ripped for most people that they don't really understand how lean a true 8% body fat level is simply not going to pay off in any large amount. The difference between 12 and 8, yes, aesthetically you do look leaner, but it's nowhere near as big of a difference as, for example, going from 25% body fat down to 12. I remember when I was at 26, 27% body fat, I was around 205. I haven't been lifting, and I'm 5 feet 10, by the way. So when I got down to 165 for the first time, was a dramatic difference. I mean, it was a life-changing transformation. But as I was staying, and currently I'm around 175, 5 feet 10 again, and maintaining it between that 12 and 15% body fat, the difference of me just getting a little bit leaner, losing about 5 pounds to get a little bit more shredded, isn't really that much. You could hardly tell if you're not pixel peeping on some of my photos, because I look lean whether I'm at 12 or 15 or 10, and obviously this depends on how much muscle you have and how your body fat is distributed. For me personally, I felt like that it just wasn't really worth the difference, because the level of input, again, that I have to put in to maintain that 8 to 10% body fat is not worth it in a maintenance mode. Now, having said that though, when I do want to do a photo shoot, for example, nothing is preventing me from going from 12 down to 10% or even below. And that's something that you want to discover for yourself. There's a sweet spot, and that sweet spot is really the place where you want to be. For me personally, it's around 12% body fat. That's when I feel great in terms of my physique. I'm really happy with the way my physique looks. And if I want to get leaner, I can. And generally, I have a lot of flexibility. I can operate between this range of 15 down to 12, 12 down to 10, and just stay anywhere there. And I'm super happy with everything, how I look, how I feel in the gym, how strong I am, my clothes fit great. Everything is perfectly established for me to have that nice Goldilocks zone where I can just live my life. And that's something you need to discover with for yourself, and not let someone else tell you that you need to get down to a certain level, whatever else someone else is telling you. This is something you want to discover on your own. I do recommend, again, if you're really passionate about this, push yourself. Like, try to really go for something that's going to be a life-changing transformation, but don't get caught up in that trap of taking someone else's goal or then thinking that if you get somewhere, that's the place that you have to stay. There's really no obligation to do that. You can stay anywhere where you feel confident and comfortable and something you see as maintainable. And I do think for most people that's going to be somewhere between 12 and 15% body fat, where you can really build a healthy, sustainable lifestyle. Now, the second thing I want to talk to you about when it comes to getting leaner or staying shredded is that I've heard rumors that if you go below this video right now and if you smash that like button harder than you smashed it last time, that you're going to see more gains, that you're going to get even more shredded. And jokes aside, it means a lot to me, so please go ahead, hit that like button below. Apparently means a lot to the YouTube algorithm as well, so they'll push this video out to benefit more people. So please go ahead, hit that like button. And now moving on to the second thing that I want to talk to you about, and this was really the main reason, one of the main reasons why I made the decision to stay lean versus stay shredded is really looking at fitness from the context of all the other areas of my life. Because for me personally, as a lifetime natural lifter, as someone who really cares about fitness, I've really tried to push myself in this area as much as I possibly can. And I've noticed that when I'm at 8% body fat, and I do get there from time to time doing photo shoots and things like that, I just don't feel at 10 out of 10 energy levels. My productivity is not 10 out of 10. And as an entrepreneur, which is another part of my identity, I want to be able to add value to the world. I want to be able to add as much value as I possibly can. I need that work output. I need to be able to keep up. I need to be able to serve my clients to the best of my ability. I need to be able to knock out 10 to 12-hour days, film a video after that. I need to be productive. I need to add value. And there's no way for me to do that if I'm staying at 8% body fat, food focused, permanently hungry, just trying to micromanage all of that and taking all that mental focus that I should be investing in helping people change their lives now onto how shredded my abs look that day. It's just not who I am. I'm not that person. I know that in my journey, I've made mistakes of taking on someone else's goal. I remember at one point in my journey, I was actually trying to remain at 8% body fat because I saw everybody on social media was super shredded all year round. And obviously, I mean, I didn't really think about vitamin S and all the other things that are at play. But I really thought that, okay, that's what you do. That's what you do when you're the fitness person. And I was absolutely miserable. I was unproductive. I had bad sleep. I just couldn't maintain that 8%. Again, lifetime natural. I'm not really equipped to stay. I don't have the genetics to stay below 10% body fat. And I can be there from time to time to do some photos, to feel okay with that. And it's a challenge. It's all nice, but it's not a maintainable level for me personally. And it's not going to be maintainable for most people. So really realistically, if we look at this, it's about setting a goal that you personally feel happy with, conquering the goal, but then again, setting a goal of maintenance, which is a bit of a different goal. Because at 12%, I can always dip down to 8 if I want to, or if I go up to 15 if I want to. And at 12, I have my energy 10 out of 10, I have my productivity at 10 out of 10. I'm just enjoying life, and I can intuitively stay at 12% body fat without micromanaging my nutrition, without tracking anything, without worrying about stuff. I can just do that, and I can enjoy my training. I feel good, I feel healthy, I'm strong. Like, everything aligns well. It's a sweet spot. There is a sweet spot with most things in your life. If you overdo it, you're not going to be at a good place. If you underdo it, you're also not going to be at a good place. So there's really that in the middle, which is really hard to teach people. You know, it's like everybody wants to the extreme, but really there is a middle sweet spot, middle ground where it all really fits and connects well to have a well-balanced lifestyle where you have your career, your business, you have your relationships dialed in, you have your fitness dialed in. And that's overall really the vision that I see for me as a person, where I want to be. I want to be the best version of myself, but not just in one area. I want to be the best version of myself as that integral, all areas of life together. When I bring that all, that's really where I see myself. And that's something I wanted to share with you here, because that's not going to relate to everybody. Not everybody's going to resonate with this stuff. But if you do resonate with this stuff, you'll see what I mean when I say choose your own goal and pursue that path. And then that's going to bring you to a spot where you're going to be feeling really happy with yourself. Now, the third thing that I want to talk to you about when it comes to staying lean versus staying shredded and my evolution of thought when it comes to my relationship with my body and my fitness over time is that when I first started my fitness journey, I was very goal obsessed. I came from a place where I was really unhappy with my body. I was at 205, 5 feet 10. I wasn't obese, but I was definitely overweight. I wasn't training. I had a lot of body fat to lose. And I really wanted to get down to that 165. I had that goal written down. I did my absolute best and I got there. I really was dopamine driven. I was outcome attached. I did everything in my power that I could. Every 10 pounds I would lose, I'd be looking for the next 10 pounds. So it was about the next thing, the next thing, the next thing. This actually carried for the first few years of my fitness journey. It was always about the next thing. It was always about the next PR, about the next workout, the next challenge, the next, all of that. And these days, after doing this for 10 years, for me, the goal has actually changed. And the way I think about the journey has changed. I'm now in a process where I really appreciate what I have. I enjoy the process itself. I enjoy the effort. I find enormous pleasure from going to the gym and just doing my workout and eating right and just being on track. And of course, I try to improve. I try to really do things better. And obviously, I'm following up with the research and I'm always trying to iterate on my process. But at the same time, I'm enjoying the process. I'm not in a rush. There is no next thing for me. Even if nothing comes out of this, any extra than I already have, I'm already happy. For the first time in my life, I'm satisfied with my physique where it's at. And I worked really, really hard to get here. As a lifetime natural, I really put in my absolute best. I don't skip workouts. I don't really do anything that would sacrifice this. This area of my life is really important to me. And I feel like right now, I appreciate what my body can do. And I feel very grateful that I can do things now in my life that I couldn't do before. I have the energy, I have the focus. I can do whatever I want with my body because my body is in amazing shape. It's an amazing tool that I've taken care of. And when people ask me, well, why don't you do this? Why don't you compete in bodybuilding? That's not my goal. That's not me. I'm a lifetime natural. I choose to be a lifetime natural because for me, it doesn't make a difference whether my bicep is a little bit bigger or not. It doesn't make a difference whether I can stay at 6% body fat by taking something versus staying at 12 by not taking anything. It doesn't. I wouldn't add any value to the world. It wouldn't add any value to my life if I was at 6%. It just doesn't. I don't care about it, really. And I think this perspective is a little bit different compared to most other perspectives out there. I know a lot of people are pushing on to you, next. But look, you get at some point in your life where you're just really happy with something. And I think once you've kind of conquered some goals in fitness, once you got to 10% body fat for the first time, or 12 or 8 for you, whatever it is for you, you're going to get to a place where you're just going to be really happy with your body. And that's the ultimate goal. The ultimate goal is not to keep hammering away and just kind of set the boundaries. Now, when you hit the natural limit, take something and proceed more. And that's sure if that's your goal, if you want to be that person. But for most people, I don't think they really think about it like that. At least I never really related to that. And I totally respect, professional bodybuilders. I totally respect everybody who wants to really push their physique to the absolute maximum limit, unnatural, whatever they need to take, whatever. Sure, that's their thing. For me personally, again, I'm a human being. I like to push myself. I like to challenge myself within my natural limitations. I know when I'm 70, 80 years old, I'm not going to look as good as I look today unless someone invents something that suddenly reverse aging or something. That would be pretty cool as well. Who knows? But at this point in time, I'm just enjoying the process. I'm really happy with where my body's at. I would be training even if I made zero more progress for the rest of my life. If I just went there, zero extra gains, nothing, zero. That's it. That's what you gained, you gained. I would still go there just because I enjoy the process. It's a part of my life. I love my habits. I love my routine. And that's just the perspective that I have on this. And that's just something that I want to share with you. I know I usually talk about tactics and strategies and macros and calories, but this is my philosophy. It's about enjoying the process, it's about appreciation. It's about getting into a place where you feel amazing with your body, within your skin. I never had that before. I was never really happy as I am today. And I feel really proud about that. I'm proud to share that. And I will challenge myself. I will do the best I possibly can, but it doesn't mean that I can't be happy with what I have now. And even if nothing changed from that process, even if I did all this stuff for the next 10 years and research and all that stuff, and I gained zero extra, I'd still be happy because I just had a fun time in the process and I enjoyed the ride. And I think ultimately all we can do is just enjoy the ride and see where it brings us. So that's my perspective. Subscribe below if you'd like to get more content to help you on your fitness journey. Also, don't forget to hit that like button as well. It means a lot to see your support. Also, if you want to work with me directly, details for coaching in the description below, and I will see you in that next video.